Who am I talking with?
Well, my name's Dave Turner. I'm president and co-founder of My Firm Data, and I have my other co-founder here.
I'm Pegeen Turner with My Firm Data. I'm the Clio consultant of the group.
Very good. So. What does My Firm Data do?
My Firm Data brings custom reporting to Clio. Clio provides a lot of 16 good reports that firms need, but what firms are looking for outside of that is flexibility. And so what our tool offers is flexibility around reporting, where you can run any type of report you want. We give you a blank slate, and we put together all of the areas of Clio, so you're not having to run separate spreadsheets to do things. It combines it all for you in our tool. So it gives you a flexibility to look at your firm in a new way.
What type of reports? I mean, you're talking about 16 reports or whatever. What are all these reports that are coming together?
We have, Clio has those 16 reports, but what we give people access to is really all of their data in Clio. So if they want to run a matter report, if they want to run a billing report, a report about time entry or expenses, we allow them that flexibility to be able to pull the data that they want, including the custom fields that Clio allows you to put the data in, but it doesn't make it easy to get out.
So what gave you this idea? And how? I mean, when did it start? When did My Firm Data start?
My Firm Data started about 1 year ago, and it started in the Empire Room. We were sitting in the keynote speech last year.
Right over here.
Right over here, and Jack announced the launch code contest, and it wasn't 90 seconds. I mean, it was really short. That Pegeen turned to me and said, somebody's got to work on custom reporting. Mm-hmm. And so she basically got fixated on it the entire conference and kept telling me all these great reasons how attorneys were having to run multiple spreadsheets and large firms are really needing this kind of thing. And the whole conference until we were heading back to the airport, and we're sitting in the back of the Uber, and she looks at me and says, hold on, you've worked on custom reporting tools before, haven't you? And I've done IT work and design for 20 years, and I had. And so it was such a great idea. We decided on the plane back to Raleigh that we were going to build this tool. Mm-hmm. It was going to be simple, effective, and affordable, or we wouldn't do it. And so those are the key tenets we put down, and then we went home and in a week or two design the product that's sitting out in front of us today.
And I'm a Clio consultant, and I have seen this issue with Clio for the past. I've been a Clio consultant since 2010, and it's a problem that I saw when I would pitch firms to Clio that they wanted to go to Clio, but that was a barrier to entry for people to move to Clio. And then I'd have Clio clients who wanted to be able to get their data out and run metrics and all kinds of deep dives into their data, and they weren't able to do it because they only had those 16 reports.
The second company here in the last 2 days I've talked to that brought to fruition on the airplane home.
Isn't that interesting?
After the $100,000.
Right.
Well, what a great opportunity and what a great way to inspire developers to really get behind the new version 4 of the API. And I thought it was a great idea, and it did inspire us, and it sounds like it inspired somebody else as well. So I'm sure there are more out there that were inspired. There were 50-some new integrations that came out of this.
Yeah, when Jack announced this, the funding of having $1 million come out from the VC fund that could splinter off to other organizations, and I'm thinking, well, that's not just a 10 times; that'll make 100 times, because all those people have got independent businesses out there that Clio doesn't even have to fund, that are bringing in more ideas, that are creating more value to Clio. So if I'm out there and I'm the 160,000th and first person that hadn't used it yet, because there were 160,000 have, why not join? It has everything integrated into this thing for me. Why would I use anything? Why would I use anything else?
Absolutely.
And I haven't practiced law in a long time, but that's kind of the way I look at it. What were you doing before?
Before
you got on the airplane,
I've been in IT management and business analysis for 20 plus years. I worked in Duke University and UNC Chapel Hill for a number of years, and in that I managed large tech teams. I was in senior management at UNC and responsible for employee information and reporting on that, and that's how I was involved with reporting tools before. That's very confidential stuff, and so it kind of feeds right into the data that lawyers are keeping. There's a lot of confidentiality there. They need to keep it secure. There are ethics issues, and so it's just an oddity. I had a side background that fit into this niche, so it was easy to sort of make the turn.
Why were you here last?
I drugged
She
him
dragged
along.
me.
I did, because I've been to all the Clio conferences because I really believe in the product, and it was in New Orleans. It was the first time it was in New Orleans. I said, why don't you just come and we'll have fun? He said, I don't want to go to like a legal conference.
Lawyers?
Yeah.
Really?
So I said, well, we'll just come to the keynote, because that's where all the cool stuff happens, at least to begin with, and then you can go and do your thing. And so then we started. Jack announced the launch code contest, and we started chatting more. And he's like, maybe I'll just stay around a little bit more. And
it's also really neat. I didn't get, well, maybe a little dragged. I don't know, but once you're here, I mean, this is a really great conference. There's a ton of energy. It's not like a lot of the other conferences I've been to where people go and chat and then walk away. I get the swag and walk. People are really engaged here, and the shows that they put on, or the different sessions, I should say, they're about the law, but they are also about life, and so they help you think of your law and your personal all together. And the people that come are really wanting to move forward. Clio is a forward-facing, proactive tool, and kind of in the lead of what's going on with this type of product. And so everybody who's coming into it, lawyers are moving into it. They come here to get information. It's a really engaged group. It's been really cool.
So where's my firm data at now? Data or data?
We go with either. Yeah, since
people.
No, our hosts go with My Firm Data, so we can say that for now. Where we are right now, we have 3 products in development. Our first product, which we have out today, it's in beta through the end of the month, and in November it'll go live. It's for small firms. It's called My Firm Data Lite. It provides 18 months of information across 7 different report types and all the functionality of creating, saving, and scheduling reports. It'll be $20 a month. That's the affordable part that we like. And so in the next 2 iterations, we have 2 more products coming out in 2019. It'll be My Firm Data Professional and My Firm Data Enterprise, and it's going to scale up. Lite was really a proof of concept, and then it worked well. And so we said, this would be great for small firms. Let's go ahead and put this out.
Had you started a company with a product before?
I had not.
No.
I had not.
I had my own consulting business for the past 8 years.
So is now you're going to start a company. It's going to have products. You got to have people buy the stuff.
Right.
What was the biggest hurdle? Like, what did you? All of a sudden, you go, "Wow, we got to do that." Where did you look at it and go, "This is going to be hard"?
Well, no, I guess I'll take a shot. I mean, nobody's done this before. We're the first custom reporting tool, and we started finding out why as we got into development. It's pretty tough.
It is.
You have to figure out, I mean, Clio's pushing out these different spreadsheets and separate APIs. We had to figure out on the back end how to organize those. We didn't want to store the information. We like Clio's security, so we like the data to stay there. Yeah, we grab it temporarily and organize it, and we let it go and don't keep it the minute the report's done. And so, looking at it that way.
Yeah, I think that was certainly the biggest hurdle, because we didn't hit that until about 9 months into the year, because we really had a year starting this time last year, and our deadline was ClioCon this year. And so in the summer we ran into this hurdle, and we kind of had to retool what we were doing. We wanted to have a tool that would work for all companies or all firms, and we ended up with a tool that works for small firms and has a great interface, and now we need to scale it for bigger firms. But it was certainly a challenge that we did not anticipate, and it really kind of threw us for a loop for a bit.
What's been the most rewarding part of starting something that didn't exist before? And now you're sitting here and you have something, whatever that might be, as that company offers. Just the fact that you started a company and you've got a product.
Yeah, it was a neat. I like a good challenge. So I haven't done it before. What the heck? Let's jump. But I think also seeing a lot of folks who walk up who really want the product, and who say it's something they've been waiting for, and who say what a great idea it was. Yeah. It's a validation being here this year. And so it's been really neat for people to walk up and say, it looks great, it's what I've been. One person walked up and said, you're the booth I came to see. And that just makes you feel good, So it's nice that other people, they don't, some solo firms don't feel like they need reporting. We have conversations to let them know how it could still help, but you don't get it from everybody. But some folks are really, really wanting this, and that's really rewarding.
And it's been a challenge for so many firms for so long that they want that tool. At least that's what I thought that they would want it, but
You never
being
know.
here, well, and that we didn't know. We don't know. And so after the first morning, we said, okay, well, people are giving us good feedback. They're saying they like the product. So that was great validation to say, well, maybe we did the right thing by making this choice.
No, because I asked that question. You've already answered it. But when did you think that this was going to work? You have people come up to you and say, I could use this. I was waiting for it. And then you're starting to go, this is going to work. To me, it was very motivating. All of a sudden, people were willing to pay for something I built.
Absolutely. It is really neat.
Well, I also think that we're one of the 5 launch code finalists, and we found that out about a month ago or so.
Yeah.
And we went, okay, then people who have looked at this product think it might be, because it might be a valuable tool.
So you might be getting a $100,000 check in about another hour and a half.
I don't even want to think about it. I do not even want to think about it.
To my stomach to even think about it.
And honestly, we have gotten everything we wanted out of this conference. I'm not going to say it wouldn't be nice to walk home with a 6-figure check. That would be ridiculous. But honestly, just the exposure and the opportunity that Jack and Clio gave us, and we've been able to take advantage of that and be here. And I think that's really rewarding, and that's half the battle, is getting here and just presenting and being able to be a part of the group of 5 and doing it. And we'll see how it turns out. It'd be great to get it, but we've gotten a lot of positive feedback.
Have you burned the boats behind you yet, where you don't do the work that you used to do? You've quit your jobs?
I haven't, and I hope she doesn't. Having a Clio certified consultant on staff is really awesome. So I'm hoping she sticks with that. I'm still doing my other job.
Right.
I'll work 2 jobs for a while, and we have another co-founder on the technical side who takes some of the load. So we've been working at some point, we're hoping that this will go to where we can all sort of focus on it.
Right, but we're all doing this from in the evenings from 6 to midnight, and we have for the past year, working our full-time jobs and doing this as a side gig.
And I asked people, it was interesting at ILTA, stop doing whatever you're doing, burn the boats, go full in. I don't think anybody here has done that. They want to get started. They want to see what it is. You can build technology. Doesn't take us a long time to build it. You don't have to build this huge thing to launch.
Right.
Get something that's done, see how it's going, and then it progresses into something else.
Plus, we didn't know if it was even going to be
That's what I mean.
accepted. So we don't know, and we're rolling the dice here, going, okay, we hope people will like it.
What would you tell people that would be sitting in the audience and they'd be seeing you guys up there? Let's say the 5 teams, and they're thinking about starting a company, and they say, what one bit of advice would you give?
Go for it. Go for it. Just jump in. And Clio's been great at providing assistance. We've worked with their team. They have a lot of good advice to help get along the way. I know they're working to improve that group that helps the partners come along. And I'd say do it. It's a challenge and a great opportunity, and be your own boss and do your own thing.
Well, and as a female founder, because there's not many of us in legal tech, and that's why I knew that we could do this. I couldn't do it by myself, but I knew we could build a good team to do this. But because I just had a gut feeling that I think people will like this, but I don't have the reporting experience that he had. I had the Clio experience, I had the technology experience, but not the reporting side. So we put together a great team. So, but I would say it doesn't matter, male, female, just do it. Because if you see an issue, if you see a problem that you can fix, that you know it's a problem for you, and we've heard it before, scratch that itch.
Scratch your own itch.
Yes.
We've said it repeatedly. This is a problem that she's had for years. Why not fix it?
Yeah.
And anybody can fix it. You just got to go ahead and go for it and put the pieces in place and build your team. So go for it and build a team. I guess that's the advice from each one of us.
I think that's great. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
I appreciate
It's
it.
been awesome talking to you. Thank you so much for the
Appreciate
opportunity.
it.
Oh, it's great.